Welcome back to the Express at Granville Island for the Spot Prawn Festival, celebrating 6 years of sustainability and participation in the Eat Local movement. Now, up next on the Express, we have a fun wedding bells for you. If you think that branding is something that's reserved for big companies, well, think again. As the bells find out, weddings can brand just about anything.
Hi, I'm Aubrey.
And I'm Sarah.
And we are the Wedding Bells.
I just got engaged.
And I did not. We're on an adventure to plan the big day. Sarah and I headed to our style lab with Flipside Creative to learn how to brand weddings. Branding is serious business, and we were ready. Wait a minute, what happened? We may have this branding thing wrong.
The Style Lab is a 30 to 60 minute session where you and your husband-to-be come in with your tickle trunk of you.
From these pieces, an inspiration board is created.
It's not just pretty design, it's actually you as a brand.
As you know, we are big on themes. Sarah chose romance.
Arabian Nights is my theme. I sort of envisioned a lot of fabric, so there's like a canopy and tent, and there's an elephant, and magic carpet rides.
Very important.
And a genie lantern.
You guys do genies in bottles here, right?
For sure, we can
and
do
magic
anything.
carpet rides, right? Well, I like the sound of this. I picked Grease, and Sarah thinks it's tacky.
That's because she picked Grease 2, which I think only 3 people in the world have seen.
Grease 2 is a very underrated movie. I expanded my theme to the 1950s. I just think it will be so fun.
A lot of retro, a little bit rock and roll.
And then through the magic of television, our branding was ready. Sarah's theme was about luxury, with pink and orange, her favorite colors.
So the first is your invitation package. So this starts with a monogram sticker that we put together.
Sarah, you finally have a monogram.
It's so beautiful. And I'm taking this with me.
And for the kiddies.
So you flip it open, and
Get out of
inside
town.
are coloring cards for the kids at the wedding.
I think the big kids will enjoy those too. Then it was my turn.
I didn't even know there was a Grease 2. I stand by my point.
For all you Grease 2 fans, I want a cool rider.
First of all, your invitation is a 45. It arrives as an envelope.
Remember a hickey from Kinnicky? So I'm marrying Kinnicky?
Yes, you're marrying
He's
Kinnicky.
so nasty. You could put your wedding song on it as a keepsake, but play it at grandma's, I guess.
This is insanely cool.
This is very, very, very cool. Cool was the word.
And your RSVPs come in the form of tickets to the movie theater.
It says, yes, we'll be there. It's going to be a gas. Rats were unable to attend. Then, an interactive game to get the couple to kiss.
What we kind of came up with was little jukebox scratch cards. So if you want Aubrey and Kinnicky to kiss, you've got to scratch it and do whatever it says.
Dance your face off. How do you determine when the face is off?
Hee-haw like a donkey 5 times.
Do it.
Hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw.
Wow, that's scary impressive. My animal is the pig.
My dad told me to do a cow.
Do a cow. It seemed the skeptics were being converted. My theme had created laughter and fun, just as I suspected.
When it comes to your wedding, the world is your oyster. If you can imagine it, it can be done, and our studio can do it.
Sarah's romantic heart was filled with dreams of Arabian Nights, and I think a Grease wedding would be a night to remember for everyone. For Shaw TV, we're the Wedding Bells.
Who knew that you could have a coloring book made for your wedding? Totally fun for the kids and the kids at heart. And to find out what else is happening with our local youth, we're joining Nicole Fitzgerald in Whistler Village. So how did things go with the Pee Wee hockey season this year?
There's a lot to celebrate. The Whistler Winterhawks had an incredible season. It included 15 game wins, 2 banners, and 1 provincial title.
It's our first win for any team in Whistler's history. We've been to the finals twice before and lost to a team from Vanderhoof. So this year, when we did beat Vanderhoof, it was very special.
Historically special. This year, the Whistler Winterhawks won the first provincial championship in the history of Whistler minor hockey. Competitive ice time is over for this Pee Wee rep team, but the troop came together for one last skate at Meadow Park Sports Centre.
Coming from a town of 10,000 people with 200 kids in the minor hockey program, to go against the powerhouses of the whole lower mainland and whatnot, cities of 100,000 people with 200 kids in their Pee Wee program, not their whole program, and to beat them is unprecedented in our history as a minor hockey association.
One of the talents that contributed to going undefeated in 6 games at the provincials was Nolan Welsh. He scored the winning goal at the provincial finals. Every year, the team awards their top players. Scott Collin was awarded the title of Most Sportsmanlike Player, Noah Bruce the Most Improved, and twins Will and Beck Warm the Most Dedicated. Teamwork always plays center ice for this crew.
The team played magnificently. They never lost a game, just played with a lot of confidence, a lot of poise, very professional. I like to say that we played like a professional team. The way we dressed, the way we carried ourselves was just top-notch.
From the home ice of this year's Pee Wee Hockey Provincial Champions in Whistler, I'm Nicole Fitzgerald for Shaw TV.
Will the Whistler Winterhawks repeat their win next season? We'll have to see. Half of the team will be moving on to Bantam hockey in the city. You're watching The Express, and coming up, we've got Quality Assured Collision Road Trip.
We're the first organic brewery that started up in Canada in 2000.
Grab a glass at Canada's first certified organic farmhouse microbrewery.
These are actually just about ready to harvest.
The Express, we are your local voice.
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.
It's nighttime in a kitchen just like yours. All is quiet. Or is it? The North American house hippo is found throughout Canada and the eastern United States. House hippos are very timid creatures and are rarely seen, but they will defend their territory if provoked. They come out at night to search for food, water, and materials for their nests. The favorite foods of the house hippo are chips, raisins, and the crumbs from peanut butter on toast. They build their nests in bedroom closets, using lost mittens, dryer lint, and bits of string. The nests have to be very soft and warm. House hippos sleep about 16 hours a day.
That looked really real, but you knew it couldn't be true, didn't you? That's why it's good to think about what you're watching on TV and ask questions, kind of like you just did. A message from Concerned Children's Advertisers.
Welcome back to The Express at Granville Island, kicking off Spot Prawn season. You know what goes good with Spot Prawns? A good local beer. It's just a short drive to the shoe shop to find a one-of-a-kind brewery that truly is the only one of its kind anywhere. And that's where we're taking you on today's Quality Assured Collision Road Trip.
Travel along with us as we explore the many marvelous attractions and activities of beautiful British Columbia on the Quality Assured Collision Road Trip.
We're the first organic brewery that started up in Canada in 2000, and we also have a zero waste policy here, as well as on farm, which make us the only farm-based organic zero waste brewery in the world.
That's quite a claim to fame for this little brewery near Sorrento. Cranogue Ales is the home of organic, Irish-crafted, old-world beers, and just one part of this multifaceted operation in which everything relies on what goes on at the farm.
It's a symbiotic relationship between the farm and the brewery. We're trying to have the spent grain fed to the pigs. We just don't have it this year, the pigs, otherwise I'd show you. But we're just giving the field a break. Every year we have the pigs to take care of that. When the spent grain's not going to the pigs, a little bit is going to the sheep, a little bit is going to the chickens, and a little bit is going onto our compost to make some nice fertilizer for next year as well.
Self-sustainability is something the staff at Cranogue Ales is very proud of, and in keeping with the themes of zero waste and recycling, their brewing equipment has come to them secondhand.
We've refurbished a lot of the original Horseshoe Bay brewing equipment to modern day standards. So we're using this stainless steel over again. So reuse is what's important in our brewery. And then we've had to retrofit things to make a more circular operation. Make sure that we have gravity fed systems in our. It's nice to be able to design something from an empty building that we came across. It just had studs and a roof, and then we were able to come in and realize a different dream on how to actually do brewing, so it's easier on us and as well as light on the environment.
All of the ingredients for their beer come from organic and natural sources: fresh, clean well water, barley from a few different farms, and their proprietary yeast. But you can't forget the hops, which are grown about 60 feet from the brew house.
Well, here we grow about 14 different varieties of hops altogether, including about 8 of those are varieties that we're just testing right now. So we actually have Fuggles, which is one of the main varieties that we use in our Red Branch Irish Ale. We also use it in our Gale's Blood, and it periodically goes into the stout. And just behind that, the next rank of plants back, we have our Goldings, which go into our IPA. These are actually just about ready to harvest. And yeah, they're going to be going into a bunch of fresh batches of beer as soon as they come off the plants. And it is really exciting for me to be able to grow something and see it kind of come out of the field and straight into the beer and know that it's all from right here.
Okay, well, we keep talking about the beer, so how about we go and taste some of them?
We can absolutely do that.
All right, let's do that. As promised, we're now inside the tasting room, and a quaint little tasting room it is. This is fantastic. Love this place.
That's great. It's sort of a little bit of old Ireland stuffed into a corner of Canada.
Now we get a chance to taste some of your wonderful brew. So what are we going to start with?
We're going to start with our Gale's Blood, which is our immigrant ale. It's basically an Irish red ale that moved to Canada, started using a little bit more hops and beefed up the malt a little bit, and then threw in some potatoes for a little bit more of a taste of the old world.
Okay, Rebecca, let's give the Gale's Blood Potato Ale a taste.
Sure thing.
Very nice. I like that.
Good.
I'm sure I'll wind up liking them all in the course of the next few minutes.
Absolutely certain you will.
But thanks very much for having us out here. This is a really neat experience to see how an organic brewery operates, and it's really neat how you tied everything in with the sheep and everything else you have going on here.
That was the whole goal, was to make it one unified thing between the farm and the brewery, and we're really glad to have you out.
And you guys are only just getting started, right?
Oh, absolutely. Another 10 years of greatness.
Wonderful. Well, cheers.
Cheers to you.
Entertaining and informative, the Quality Assured Collision Road Trip. Weekends on Shaw TV. Always something new and exciting.
The website is cranogales.com, and they've won a number of awards for their specialty brews. They love to share them with you, but they do require advance notice if you plan on stopping by. You're watching The Express, and for more things happening a little closer to home, we have today's FYI.
Radar's Quality Assured Collisions FYI is presented by Radar's Quality Assured Collision, an ICBC Valet accredited repair facility.
Pump up your tires, strap on your helmet, and join Bike to Work Week, May 28th to June 3rd in communities all over BC. The Vancouver International Children's Festival celebrates its 35th anniversary on Granville Island, May 29th to June 3rd, with world-class puppetry, theater, music, and art. Story weaving at the heart of the City Festival combines stories, poems, personal memories, and oral histories from cultural teachings and West Coast dances.
Radar's Quality Assured Collisions FYI was presented by Radar's Quality Assured Collision.
Also, BC Spot Prawn season continues for the next 6 to 8 weeks, and you can come down here to Falls Creek Fisherman's Wharf every day about 1 o'clock to buy those prawns fresh off the boat. Tomorrow on The Express, we'll have highlights from Canada's largest spot prawn boil. Thanks for joining us today and watching The Express only on Shaw TV.